playing fucking... We're playing... What is this, Alfonso, again? Moonblood?
This is Moonblood. What is it that I always used to say? I had to remind people what it was that we were watching.
This is Daikatana.
This is Daikatana, that's right. well recalled. TarnsmanDW.
That's I don't like that opening shot. That's a bad play. I do like that, like, mossy green rock texture, though. I like that texture. I like things where you, like, create fake horizons textures.
Sounds like Jack Black. So far, off to a bad start.
Muted palette, apparently. Is this the Jungle Spirits palette?
Don't know. Jungle Spirits has a lot of washed out greens.
This is straight up like everything's washed out.
Yeah. It works for Jungle Spirits, though.
It does,
specifically because of its aesthetic.
Yeah, I agree. It works way less in a tech base, I feel.
Yes. It works more when you actually are just aiming for those mono colors, the different shades of green and grey and like. If you're really trying to, I don't know, use all the ranges that Doom has to offer, then no, don't think so.
It needs to look like, if you're gonna do washed out, you need to go for like the Saving Private Ryan color palette. This track is pretty jamming.
Oh yeah, no. Lots of people have been praising the soundtrack. I don't know where it comes from. It may even be his works as well.
This fucking MIDI is like way better. Like, this MIDI is way better than that. So, let's talk about map 1 in Doom and how you just get the shotgun and like you don't pistol things. And then in map 1 of Doom 2, you get the chainsaw and you don't pistol things. And then in map 1 of TNT, you get the berserk and you don't pistol things. And then in map 1 of Plutonia, you just get the shotgun and you don't pistol things. So there's a trend, right? Like, there's a clear, distinct trend of not fucking pistoling things, right? I mean, that's fair to say. Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to point that out because I feel like there is a overabundance of pistoling things.
Yeah. Well,
the pistol's not fun to use. It just isn't.
No, it's never fun to use.
The pistol's a good weapon to force the player to run away from conflict, and that's it. That's the only use the pistol has.
It's a motivational insult.
Really? Yeah. Exactly.
This is Moonblood. I have a feeling it's going to be a game of Chinese whispers, and I'm just going to slowly just change the title over the course of the stream.
Absolutely.
Depending on what is found to be true. Nil Doom. There's map 1. Plasma gun.
Yeah.
Doesn't use the pistol.
That was E11 UAC Spaceport in some really palette raped font right there. That's really bad font.
Palette racked.
Palette racked. Yeah. This is E12 Waste Central.
Didn't Rack receive an expansion of some sort?
Maybe, I don't know. I kind of don't ever want to play Rack again.
Yeah.
That's my personal. Okay, so E1 or map 1, I should say, was was basically worthless. It had a jam and MIDI though. This is already infinitely better, simply by virtue of shooting things with a shotgun is about 300 times better than pistoling.
Oh, I see a barrel. That's good.
There were barrels on the first map, but like, you can't pistol barrels effectively. I mean, you can.
No. In fact, it's more frustrating than anything else because you miss them. Like,
and then things move away.
Yeah, and then it takes so long to destroy the barrel that it's no longer useful by the time it detonates because they've just crawled their way over to you.
Yeah, I know. It's awful. I mean,
speak to Do about the pains of destroying barrels and speedruns with a pistol. Apparently, he has anecdotes.
I'm pretty sure that's Dew's entire hatred of barrels is because of that. Like,
He hates barrels?
well, he hates barrels because of that context. I'm sure he likes, like, the concept of a barrel.
Okay, because I was about to downgrade him as a human being.
Sorry, the International Monetary Fund has just said you're downgraded as a human being. Or downgrading your rating.
Yeah. Oh, my credit rating? No, your humanitarian rating. This is plainly E1M2 inspired, with respects to its computer corridors and general ambience, which does not set in a good light, really. Don't know.
Like, I love me tech bases. Like, I'm never gonna fault a map for being just an E1 map. It's a good formula. Like, I know innovation, you know, push the extremes and all that, but I'm of the opinion that sometimes fast food Doom has a place. Sometimes, you know, I just want to get a shitty burger from Carl's Jr., and sometimes I just want to play an E1 map.
Well, maybe some people don't share that exact sentiment, but have you at all been surprised? Have you seen that new Megawar that's cropped up in the last
I haven't looked at a single
5
thing in
days?
it, but I know it's probably
already 6 pages
done.
long and every slot's filled, and it is nothing more than. Look, I could conduct an experiment tomorrow. I'd say the title of the thread would be D2 limit removing. That's it, right? And then the content would be just a list of the empty 32 map slots, and then above it I just put the word begin, and I think it would fill out within about 4 days.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's.
Well, who started that thread?
No one. It's some warming up dude.
Oh, then yeah, I agree. You know, one thing I do think looks way better in the muted color palette? Doom Guy. I don't know, I always thought the blood on Doom Guy's face is a bit too red.
Yeah, I like it. It's dried out.
Yeah.
He looks like he needs to eat something in this.
Yeah,
this
he
palette,
definitely doesn't go outside enough.
Fucking sun, that's right. Yeah. It's vitamin D rickets guy. I'd play it. I still wish Scurvy was a mechanic in Pirate Doom. That's really its only.
Yeah, that's its only down. Yeah,
yeah.
It needed Scurvy. It doesn't have it. Really?
Just like in stock Doom, regularly, Doom Guy needs to control his diabetes by getting instant pickups.
I mean, I think that's something we could all agree on.
Are you allowed to be like a Navy SEAL if you have that sort of? Or would you just fail your medical?
No, you can get waivers and shit.
Okay. Well, then there's no reason we couldn't have that for character building. I don't know.
I don't know if he could be a Navy SEAL, but he definitely could be in the Navy.
There are many positions to fill in the Navy. Yeah. I'm sure one of them isn't ass kicker of Phobos and Deimos, but yeah.
Well, he's a Marine. He's not in the Navy, actually.
Yeah, okay, alright. I'm just picking the most badass. Like, if it covers one, it covers them all, right? It should do.
Okay. Alright, this is cool. I like this. But I think I fucked myself, maybe? You got an SR50 across it? Oh.
You probably have to open up another route.
Yeah, no. I'm just dumb. I was thinking, like, I don't know, I was applying Russian mapping, like TNT bullshit to it, and when it just didn't justify that at all.
He's in the Marine Corps. I don't care. It's all gun shooty stuff to me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll leave the distinction for them to make. I'm sure he cares about the distinction now that he's knee-deep in destroying Hell.
Well, Doom Guy's technically a space marine. He's not actually, like, I don't know, is that the same as the Marine Corps?
Space SEALs.
Really?
Really?
I'm back. Oh, yeah,
You bastard.
I
I
did.
was telling everyone about the validity of hobnobs and non-cream biscuits with tea and how my rock melons were growing, and I was doing this to my intermissions and drunkards and all this philosophical stuff, and you had to shut me down. You deleted off on the time. It's not good, I don't think. I think your credit rating and humanitarian rating is about to decline. Not good, dude.
Look, okay, look, all right. Okay.
I think that was my best performance, if I'm perfectly honest. And I was
it's
waiting.
just-
Where's
it's
all the
just-
feedback in the chat?
It's
Where's
a
all the
loss.
feedback?
It's a loss to the sands of time.
Fucking
Way central.
savage.
Underground facility, man. That's where it's all about. I just hit mute everything, all right, man. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Take no
sort it out.
chances. Take no chances.
Take no chances.
I've fucked up and forgotten to mute shit way too often.
That's like saying, "Oh, I'm not going to take this $1 million. I'll do the right thing with it." And if I fuck it up, like, just take the $1 million. Which in this counts trace. Yeah, that's another E1M3 homage at the opening. Or is that pushing it too far? You emerge onto a U-bend. I guess it's more of a hub.
It's more of a plus shape, but
Yeah. Well, there's always going to be nukage, isn't there?
yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to tell it again. The time window has come and closed.
yeah, no.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to
It-
eat into the time that's not meant to. That's just.
Yeah, it was a moment. and the
That's
moment was
anathema.
over.
Yeah.
That was bad on my part. I should be ashamed of myself as a human being.
Well, that's the appropriate response to having your rating dropped. Yeah.
That's not what I meant, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know about those lamp placements. Oh well.
This fuck right, that's a sneaky, and then this shithead in the lava. Nukage. Snookage. Oh, there's a chain gun. I forgot that I'm playing Doom 2 and not Doom 1.
I'm surprised the obituaries inherent to Z-Doom and derivatives don't differentiate between flats. You can do that, right? Something you can do, I'm pretty sure. So it should be able to say
Wait, what?
Marissa melted. It says Marissa mutated regardless of what damaging floor type you dial. Right? You should be able to distinguish.
Wait, that isn't a stock Doom obituary?
There are no stock Doom obituaries.
What do you mean? When you die in Doom, it doesn't say you were killed by...
What do you mean? We're at a standoff here. Like, we're standing between, on the one hand, a monumental mistake, and on the other, a genuine inquiry that I'm not quite grasping the end of. There are no obituaries in.
So, if like an imp kills you, it doesn't say like you were burned by an imp in Doom.
No.
What? I just... Does it say it in Boom?
I think we've hit peak ignorance. Like, oh, yeah. There's idiomism, and yeah, they don't differentiate when I'm pretty sure they can. In the engine, it's you mutate no matter what.
So they're not
surface
even
you
in
die.
Boom?
No. No. Well done. Good job.
But they're not in
that's-
Boom.
Then. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, I should just let this play out.
I just... No,
Let it
you're
all out.
fucking... No, hold up, I gotta boot up Chocolate Doom. Give me a second. Hold up, Chocolate Doom. Where the fuck is Chocolate Doom?
Here comes the revelation.
Oh my god. They're... fucking what?
Were you looking forward to making the Spanish translations?
I'm still doing that.
You're doing that for the Z. You're gonna include a lump just for
Yes! Yes!
the. Yeah.
That's just fucking... Wow.
I'm sorry to have shattered your worldview so succinctly.
That's weird, because, like, Ancient Aliens put all the meta alien stuff and all that in the D-hack.
Maybe Skillsaw is secretly just as ignorant as you are. Maybe that's the key to success. This isn't doing anything for me so far.
No, it's not.
Just quietly. Can we at least identify, hunker down on what sort of qualities it is that Memphis is referring to when he calls this the truest of dooms?
Okay, Eternity apparently also has them. Okay, so.
Oh.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright.
You're excused not?
Those are the only 2 engines I ever really play.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, except for when you're involved in a million vanilla stuff.
Yeah,
projects.
but I don't really like. I IDDQ.
You don't test them?
No, I do test them, but I IDDQ DUV max it because it's like everything's set like super specific standards. Like, first of all, like if you're testing a vanilla map, and I can't believe people still don't know this, hide the HUD in Chocolate Doom Checker because the HUD actually changes how many viz planes are displayed on screen at a time. Like, did you know that?
Flash? Yeah, no, I did because flashbacks of Beneath the Festering Moon and all the problems that I had there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's like one thing. So first of all, like I don't have the HUD on, just straight up when I'm testing in Chocolate Doom. And then like I have messages turned off. I have a bunch of like other things that are just disabled.
Messages don't turn. This plane's not affected by.
No, they're not. But I just have them turned off.
not that we know of. There could be some.
Yeah, there could be.
I'd love that. What's the longest string that you can get during regular paid? Just like make sure you don't approach this medkit with less than 25% health. Otherwise, the medkit that you really need is going to cause an overflow.
Isn't that message broken though in vanilla?
It is. That's why I'll make it doubly poetic. It still displays. No, it's just poor grammar. That's all.
I thought it was like the ouch face where like they used the wrong.
The ouch face is the one that's bugged. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's part of the hub that's already eating on the viz plane, so.
You see,
anyway.
Cam Clipper's like applying shit like logic. I was looking for the secret exit, but I just realized this is Doom 2 again. Anyways.
Wow. No, I'm not even gonna blame you for that. I can totally understand that happening.
This is the courtyard. These map names are really fucking bad. I'm gonna call this Strands of Inevitability.
Okay, we're going to slightly tweak the title now from here. Every few maps, we're just going to change to something more interesting. The game of Chinese whispers, if you like, only we're intentionally mishearing. Yeah. So it's now Moonblood, which is just a far more interesting prospect, I think.
It really is, yeah, it absolutely is.
Is it a flood of moons or just regolith from the moon's surface? Either one of those is bad.
Okay, so you know the man-eating chicken problem?
You mean, is it man eating chicken?
Yeah.
Or is it the man eating a chicken?
Right. You know the. Oh, anyways,
I don't know. No.
Revenant linked an article about a GOP congressman who said that people could hide nukes in bales of marijuana and seek them across the border. It's dumb as fuck. But anyways, I initially read it as marijuana concealing nukes. And I mean, personally, don't you think a bale of nukes that have pot in them would be a much more interesting smuggling operation?
That could make for a... Yeah, that's some tinfoil hat stuff as well, yeah. Some indoctrination drugs that the government are ready to drop on just outside Greater Manhattan. It'll kill no one, but it'll just make them all, you know. It's an economy control measurement. Or measure.
Okay, so you said to hunker down and try and establish what Memphis considers pure doom.
Even if we disagree with it, which we may not, I find that we actually overlap on some quarters, but he just words it poorly half the time. But go on, yeah.
Okay, so he recently admitted that linear layouts are at an inherent disadvantage to.
I read that post. Isn't that in the inspirations thread?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know where that thread is because like I don't keep track of anything on Doom World because I'm just awful.
Yeah.
God, this music is just jazz-tastic. The soundtrack for this is like a solid 9 out of 10 so far, and it just feels so fucking out of place. It's like the sprite assets in Demon Eclipse or Apocalypse, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Demon Apocalypse, you always call it that.
then
yeah.
the maps. So one thing we know for sure is that the non-linear aspects of the layouts is definitely a key component.
Prevalent. Yeah.
And I agree with that. I think that Doom, I think, go like to the E1, and really E2 and 3 as well, although less E3 because you got some shit like E3 and 4 and E3 and 1. But definitely E2 and E1 are just like born and bred on interconnected, really deep like looping layouts. And then Doom 2, of course, is just absolutely.
Once you get past the McGee maps, yeah.
But the McGee maps still, like waste tunnels, you got a lot of fucking windows and shit looking into each other.
You have to wait 4 maps to get there, yeah. But yeah, okay.
I don't know. Underhalls is a very looping layout. I guess Gantlet's pretty linear as fuck.
Well, no, looping layout, that's what I like to call perceived non-linearity. It feels as though you're actually having options when really you're just moving one direction.
Right.
Back to the Next does it a lot. It's
Yeah.
actually largely composed of... And nothing could be more apparent when you're trying to speedrun it. It's actually... I don't find it that fun to speedrun. I mean, half the stuff. The most entertaining was by far map 19. Easily. That's no problem. I'd be home and dry half the time on the map if I just could see where the fuck I was going with all the fire in my face, but once I died for the 15th time, I had to just freeze the game, resurrect, just count the arch files, and I think there were 10 just in my immediate vicinity, which was ridiculous.
There's like 4 times as many on SoloNet.
Wow.
I think the best archvile ambush in that is still the fucking trio that's just sitting behind the exit door that fucking killed Jimmy on his last life when him and Ben were trying to survive.
Yeah, and I was about to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the trio that inspired Jimmy to just start shoving archviles into his speed maps in the exit room.
But see, your archviles were cultured. They were they're not well-intentioned, but they're not just ham-fistedly thrust into the city. They're not a joke. They are precisely placed, every last one of them.
The guy behind the yellow key door was just fucking thrown there because fucking put
Oh,
archvile.
okay. Well, I mean, every city has its degenerates. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
So that archvile is the one that
Doesn't pay the fucking rent.
So, tech wall as a structural texture is something I love when it's used as like a supplement for rocks, but when it's used as a base texture on flat walls, yeah.
Oh god, no, this is aggressive. Oh, wow. I mean, I think E1 did it in a couple of places, but it didn't seem to wrap around so much hard edging.
And E1 did it in a couple places. It mixed it with like the other tech wall, and
I'm thinking E1 and 6.
and that room was really like dynamic and complex. Like it had a lot of height changes and shit.
It did, yeah.
This is no. And then
Is there a
suddenly we're
document?
in fucking Doom 2.
Is there a document detailing? No, because he doesn't really. He seems to readily just turn on a dime, essentially, when he falls out of favor with popular opinion. There seem to be some standards that he maintains, and perhaps is being disingenuous, but by and large, I think I don't think he knows what he really prefers half the time.
Memphis?
Yeah.
Memphis is like openly admitted that his opinion is just completely up to whatever whim he feels like.
Has he said as much?
Yeah, he like straight up has said that he bases his opinion on like disliking things that are popular. He openly admitted that.
He has, regardless, he can still say things that trigger interesting discussions, even if he's not genuine. I mean, it's stupid, but I don't know. If Memphis didn't exist, it would be necessary to create him.
Yeah, it would. He is. I just walked into that.
He's the devil advocate's version of the ideas man, I guess. But the ideas man who also makes maps. And makes them well. Like, there are very few Memphis maps I dislike.
Yeah, I think Memphis does make pretty good maps.
So, in a strange way, it's
There
like
was that one map that
in
was just,
Discourse.
like 16 fucking doors that all had a blue key behind them, and I was just like, this is fucking amazing. I genuinely enjoyed that. I was like, that's great.
But yeah, I mean, there's that inconsistency right there. Like in public forum, he is all over the shop, right? But in practice, he must internally have some sort of idea of what it is that makes Doom work. I mean, right? That has to ring true because the stuff that he recommends in forums, like this, so far has been fairly underwhelming for me. And if this had Memphis's name on it, I'd like to think I'm not biased, so I wouldn't change my opinion on the matter. But if he produces something, it's always good. So it's a communication thing. I think he has some internal reasoning that just doesn't translate when he wants to voice it. Again, assuming that he doesn't turn on a dime, which he has done. So, no, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I think Memphis is just, it's like, there's no, like, he's Memphis. Some of the things, like, you know how 40 ounces posting is clearly, like, agenda-driven and, like, blatantly obvious a lot of times? When he'll be like, this is shit.
Some of the time, yeah.
Because why? And it's like, oh, okay, bro, like, I'm glad that you jumped in here just to suddenly have your opinion about this. Memphis is sort of like that. Like, there was a fucking Back to Saturn X post where he's like, once E2 came out, I realized how good E1 was, or something like that. like, now that E2 is out, it's cool to like E1 and shit on E2. E2 doesn't understand what Back to Saturn X is all about.
Is that layer cake gonna go one further when E3
Oh,
is released?
I'm sure it will.
Good. I can't wait to eat that cake.
I'm sure that there will be.
No. I thought for a moment you were going to mention that other post that he made when the Browning kicked off, and he's like, "Oh, now this absolutely does look like a conspiracy by the evil Back to the Next people to defame and denounce and defraud Tiger."
Oh yeah, there is that one too.
An organized attack, I think he would call it.
Yeah, an organized attack. That's exactly what it was.
The joke looks so much better from our side of the fence, though, knowing that this, and this is always the case with conspiracies, or very often the case, that this secret IRC hideout bunker where everyone conducts their super mastermind experiments is just a bunch of incompetents who don't know how to map. And we are more aware of that than anyone else. Because your maps are terrible, Tarnsman.
Oh, they're fucking awful. Like, I don't know why anybody plays them.
And could you please release that megawatt of terrible maps?
Yeah, you know, like I said, I still have like 6 more maps I need to make.
Yeah.
One is an absolute dank meme map, so it'll take me like 2 seconds to make, because it's a complete fucking joke.
Well, it would be dank at this point because it's been so long, you know. I'm just ashamed I know what that actually means now. I did have to go look it up, if that's any small consolation, as opposed to, you know, just absorbing the information like osmosis, like some shitty meme sponge.
Yeah.
Hi, Dime.
I had to go look up a meme because I couldn't remember what the fuck it was called. It's the, hi faggots, my name is John, this is my girlfriend, she just blew me, shit was so cash money meme. Where it's like the Navy SEAL with like 3 million confirmed kills or whatever, where it's just some like spray tan guy and his girlfriend like in a picture, and then there's just like this huge paragraph about how he like fucking hates everybody and how awesome he is. I don't know, it was like the original like fucking edit this to your heart's content. There's like variations of like everything, like I got a katana and it like cut through 16 layers of bamboo. Shit was so cash.
Oh, I'm familiar with this so-called dank meme that you have put in TVH, I think, because I caught the tail end of one of your streams in which you were showcasing the new stuff. Am I thinking of the right? No, there's something else.
No. This is the Ronald McDonald thing.
Oh, Christ. Yeah. Didn't you? When are you gonna make him a monster? You are, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta fucking like do some horrible like it's not gonna be a good sprite. Like it has to be a shitty, really bad sprite. Like that's.
I think, you know what? I think in the same way that Tormentor was doing the countdown numbers to his Stronghold release, I think you should just release periodically screenshots of the code that makes up the. Just don't make them aligned screenshots. Just like puzzle style. Just corners and clips and bits that completes the picture by the time it's released. I think that'd be something worth looking into.
A play sound DS Danru. I have not seen shit about the Vine Sauce competition, honestly.
No, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Tarns will be paying attention to that at all.
I don't even know what it is.
won.
Razik won?
That's some internet dude called Joel. He set up a competition.
Wait,
and
Razik or Razik won?
Razik.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's Razik?
I don't know, some guy who has like a frog meme avatar and shit posts on Doom World.
Oh, you mean Bizrak.
Okay,
whatever.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bizrak, yeah, whatever, dude.
I'm trying to sink the Bizrak, yeah. Okay. No, I actually kind of like that guy because he's the only dude in the Iron Man threads who gloats over his performance, which is a sort of genuine.
Does he do good or like?
No, he's like upper lower table, like
okay.
the top of the bottom first sort of material, like in your face people below me, and like I love that shit. And it's more of that.
I was actually thinking about something like that, like the sort of like the Dragon Ball Z or fucking whatever other shonen battle anime kind of show where like the progression is inevitably like super powerful villain guy fucks up and like, you know, causes main hero guy to get super powerful, and then super powerful main hero guy just wrecks their shit, and main villain guy is always like, no, this can't be happening to me. I want to see one of them where like they just acknowledge their fuck up, like, whoops, I fucked up, and then like proceed to be like, come at me, bro, to the guy who's just wrecking their shit. Like, that's all you got, bitch, come on.
That's some Chopper Aid stuff right there.
Every time you punch me, it merely reminds me of my power. Some nonsense, like just getting just the shit just absolutely kicked out of them, and they're just like, whatever, bitch.
Unable to lose face even in his darkest hour.
Yeah, like they're just like laughing, just like getting punched in the face as hard as possible, like going through a wall. Like, come on, you should have been able to punch me through like at least 6 walls. That's all you got.
And how would the hero be responding to this? Would he just be like totally gourded, and he'd feel he'd had to like comply to this request, back up and punch through the walls? Right? Yeah, good. I don't know, I'd like to see that. That strikes me as something Zardoz will do, as the new Doom member that has already very quickly turned into something of a meme in Doom's eyes.
Is that the guy who posted the fucking Lazy Town, you mad Boros thing?
Maybe. He's the guy who, as soon as Animat announced that he had no longer time to work on Nova 3, I will overtake this project! I am in control!
Zardoz is here! Your master has arrived beyond.
And obviously it was tongue-in-cheek, and then he not his post, but the block capitals. And then he made a post in this very bizarre thread and everything else, which is like, if you were a sentient fucking malignant virus, what would you be? And everyone else is putting up sensible responses, like Megalith says, I would be a microscopic swarm of cyber demon rockets, which is pretty funny. And then Zolos says, oh, I would be Zardos, the Void God, devouring all. Confirmation. Right now.
Is his name Zalgo?
It's in block capitals as well. It's I think it's I think it's just
Zalgo the Destroyer. I shall consume all in my path, for Zalgo knows no.
Quite suitably, his avatar is the Archvile in attack mode, with his arms raised.
Doom shall only be known in two forms, pre-Zalgo and post-Zalgo. Look upon my works in despair.
Oh yeah, and no, and then to that project that we were talking about, the standard Doom 2 limit removing, he made a post saying, I'm just letting you know that I'm interested in this project.
None can escape the gaze of Zalgo. The all-seeing eye shall intrude.
Yeah, no, he's my favorite new dude.
Dude, Zalgo sounds like what Moon Iguana should have become.
Oh,
but
God, yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Thank God Zalgo. This is a really weird rock texture that's...
What map are we on? I've stopped paying attention. Where are we?
We're map 6, I believe.
6? How did you... I thought you were on map 3, dude.
I'm at map 6. I got a super shotgun and everything. We're like fighting Doom 2 shit now. The posting let me fucking read this shit. I am Zalgo. I am Zalgo, the Void Bearer. It's the best. It's just the best. I am the god that watches over the void, and know when the time comes to destroy the world and rebuild it under my whim. Oh.
The best part is, of course, that he wasn't even adhering to the rules of the thread. You're supposed to be some sort of sentient virus, not some void lord from beyond the stars.
Even if I die, the person who kills me will become it. What the fuck is this post? The void needs a bear to continue the cycle. Oh, the void will consume it.
Yeah. Oh, Zalgo. Or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. Oh, no, he's actually going to get a beer. I mean, this is perhaps Alfonso time, but you know, I've burnt out. It's all been lost. He's back already. So,
This is.
did you get the beer you were after?
I don't drink.
Oh, yeah.
What? What the fuck
think
is
it
this
was-
intermission screen? The girl born in the Ganymede fields. The girl felt the need to come back home. She brought her
Oh,
baggage.
God, there are even separate paragraphs. Jesus.
Bringing prosperity into these poor, forgotten lands. The girl then felt this uncontrollable desire. I fucking okay. Does it trigger?
Well,
Are we playing as
Yeah.
a girl? Did I fuck this up?
well, playing as someone who identifies as a girl in the first stages.
One
She's in the
second.
first stages.
1 second then. I mean, we gotta do this right. I mean, I didn't realize that I was betraying the great Moonblood story that I mean, you got to play as Moonblood proper, right? I mean,
Moonflood?
yeah, I'm sorry, Moonflood.
Yeah. Play the game.
Play,
Tarnsman.
play the game. Yeah, I should make a map set where you play as Zalga. I mean, I kind of want to like. It's hard for me.
Just replace all instances of the mug face with just his avatar. The rotational sprites.
Oh god, really? We're really gonna play fucking Dead Simple? That's fucked. I think the story is super significant. The name Moonblood makes more sense with a woman as a protagonist, I agree. If this map is Dead Simple, Alfonso, I'm gonna fucking be so upset. That's a fucking shitty Lost Soul. I like it. I love Lost Souls that just kind of get in your way.
Have you made a Dead Simple map that isn't part of Doom 2 the way you did?
No! Oh, I made one for Doom 2 Redux.
Right, no, okay, well that makes sense, because I was about to say, well, no, that makes sense in a different...
Although it was reverse Dead Simple, and there was a bunch of other shit, too.
Okay, but only partially excludes it. No, because I was going to say, it's like E1 remakes, and they have to leech it out of the system if you're a new guy.
I guess?
Do your one, but it doesn't apply to everyone, I guess.
No. I mean, do we count TPH E2M6 as Dead Simple? Because that's like 90% Arachnotrons and Mancubi.
No, we don't. Because it's knowingly. Yeah, no, it counts. It counts.
Even, I mean, it's not in map 7, and... Again, my real problem with it is that it's in map 7. Like, if you want to just stick Dead Simple in, like, map 22, I'm not going to really complain, because Mancubi and Arachnotrons are great monsters, right?
Well, we do need more arena maps. Just maps that are an arena in the last 3 minutes and then finish.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just to slot it in map 22, or map 25, or map 3. Do that, yeah.
My problem with Dead Simple is pretty much the mentality behind it. It's not so much don't ever make a map that's Mancubi and Arachnotrons, because that's a great combo that goes great together, and arena maps are great. All these things are great. My problem is, oh, I've hit map 7, I don't need to think about what I need to do for this map. I'm just gonna shit Dead Simple here. It's my same problem with, like, Icon of Sin. Like, if you want to make a good Icon of Sin map, great. You know, Doom 2 the way it did map 30. You know, whatchamacallit, 1994 tune-up map 30. You know, that shit's great. That shit's fun. But then you have shit like Alien Vendetta map 30 or any of the hell, like, where it's just like, oh, it's Icon of Sin here because it's map 30, and, like, we're just required to do this.
I mean, ideally you'd pick a more contemporary map set time at that point. I think at that point, actually, I'll ask Vorpal or someone, because I'm fairly certain they were actually sick and tired of the idea back then, just a couple of hours. Like, they were not too keen on the idea of doing it again, or they didn't find the prospect interesting. I'll ask him, I don't know. I was supposed to be doing an interview with Anders Johnson. I forgot that 40 Ounce actually interviewed him already some 2 years ago for WXR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I've already done my interview, man, and you didn't get the gig. I don't think so, though.
He was, like, set up to be interviewed for us for a long time, and we just never did.
He was, no, I left it in Dew's more than capable hands.
This isn't Dead Simple, so I retract that complaint. Like, it's now way more complex. Although, if it does turn out that the Mancubi and Arachnotrons, like, you have to kill all of them just to arbitrarily shove in that tag, then I'm going to be pissed. Because that's, again, that's what it's all about. It's the arbitrary nature of, like, oh, we're on this map, so we have to do it. You know, if there was no Doom 2, it'd be like if every E1M8 was a dual Baron map, or if every fucking, E2M8 was a Cyber Demon map, or, you know, that shit. Let's do the record from
Oh yeah, Free Doom did get an update recently, didn't it? Things
it?
are apparently becoming. Yeah, no, it
Oh, fuck.
Well, you wouldn't know because you don't check Doom World, but yeah, it's
I checked Doom World. Mostly to see what the latest ship post is. And sadly,
Right.
that's gone away since.
But you certainly wouldn't check Doom World news.
Oh no. Why would I
No.
do that?
Federal authority.
Sewers.
Oh no! What was it that we said about sewer maps? That there aren't any good ones.
Awful. No, that's a lie. TNT Plutonium map 28, which is
Doesn't
hardly a
count.
sewer map. It's a fucking.
Exactly.
But it is called sewers.
Maybe now is the time to start paying attention to Freedom because the work is becoming more coherent. Allegedly, I have not played any of the new material. I know that what's his name? Raymond Hawk.
Who's the guy who
Raymond
draws
Dork?
pregnant aliens? And that's all he draws. And he's getting like a ton of assets for Freedom. Is that Raymond Hawk?
I don't think so. No, Raymond Hawk says he's a master. Well, yeah, he's a pretty good sprite artist, and he's been doing a lot of the work.
No, there's a guy he's a good sprite artist, but his fucking
No,
like
it could
his
be
art
him.
influence is all like pregnant aliens. Who was the guy who tried to put fucking Ed Harris?
Maz Haiti.
That's it.
According to Haiti.
Maz Haiti. There we go. Didn't he also try and put like Ed Harris in as the Doom guy?
What?
yeah, fucking some guy tried to fucking port Ed Harris as Doom guy in Free Doom. Or not Ed Harris, or what? I don't fucking bother to remember the name of Mass Murderers. Who's the Columbine guy?
Oh. Yeah, Harris. Klebold is the other guy. I can't remember
I don't fucking
the
know.
first names.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm glad of that fact.
Eric Harris, that's it, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm fucking really bad with the names of Mass Murderers. Unless you're like Stalin or Pol Pot or something like that. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't really give a shit to know who the fuck you are.
Yeah. The dictatorship train passes through many stations before it gets to Hitler Station, but you're just sitting in your chair, not looking out the window. You know.
We arrived at Hitler, okay, I can start giving a shit.
Is this where we get off? You know, it's always when we get. It's actually Godwin Station. Polpot.mid. I need to complete that MIDI. Yeah. Specifically, Pol Pot Kettle Black. So this is transformed. It's Seagwade, according to terms established.
No. It has not at all.
No.
It's the same design. There's just different textures. Like I feel that's important to note.
Are you sure it isn't slightly more McGee?
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It seems to have transitioned from just
I don't know.
an attempt at E1 into an attempt at E1 of a different kind.
Yeah, maybe. It feels really similar. Like.
Well, the homages are there, so clearly that's his intent. He's got the whole Underworld vibe going, combined with, I don't know, just...
Wow, that series of events was just like, fuck me up. Fuck my shit up. Oh, good. Sweet.
So yeah, Balloon Flood isn't really impressing me much so far.
No, it's not. The music's still pretty good.
Is that? Yeah. I did clever around for a bit and I had a lot of repeats though, which is fine.
It's fine. No, I like repeats. I like that we have a repeat in TNT 2. I think we should have more of that. I'm gonna probably use.
I don't like we've repeated Map 1's music though. I've something against Map 1's music being repeated. I don't know. Maybe that's just
I
me.
like it. I'm probably gonna use Volition again for Map 15 to replace.
Is that the one that Breezy used to dislike until he listened to it?
Oh, that's
Map 10's right.
Yeah. Volition's
That's Volition.
great. I love that. Volition's a great track. It's fucking amazing. Thank you, Shotgun Guy. You're a fucking champion. That's a really rare Shotgun Guy shot too, to kill a chain gunner with just 3 pellets.
Not from full health. That can't be done.
I just watched a Shotgun Guy do it.
Because you damaged him first.
With what? Oh, I guess one of the pellets went like off to the side and hit him.
It would need to be more than that. Maximum shotgun nerd talk is 45 damage.
Oh yeah, because 50. Yeah, I guess right.
And how much health does a chain gunner have, Tarnsman? Because you got this wrong last time.
70.
Yeah.
Thought they had 90.
Here, have a Twix.
I don't know why I thought that. I think they had 90 at one point in TPH, and then I got rid of that because they were bitches.
Is Terminus banned from Doomworld?
What?
No, he's not. No. But if Losers next to his name, it's most likely because it's a mod joke without him actually being Losered.
You made a joke in the Cackleword thread?
As a member of the Cacklewords team, so most likely it's a joke.
I don't know. You never know with fucking liberal world. Yeah, I guess this is more McGee. Liberal world, more like liberal cock. Oh, I said it, and then I I thought it, and then I said it. Is what I meant to say. And then I fucked up my own I'm stupid joke. I don't know.
What you meant to say was watching.
What?
Watching your wife sleep with another man world.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you like my? Do you like all the ways I get around that filter?
No, you're an idiot.
Okay, good.
Okay. Wow, I'm tiring this so easily.
It is. It's really limited in scope. Like there haven't been any expansive outdoor areas. There haven't been any.
That's right. It feels so musty.
Yeah, it is. It's really like.
There's something about unlit light trims that just bothers me as well.
What do you mean?
Actually, I can't.
I don't
Just
bother me.
slapping them as a texture. I mean,
Well,
I
no,
think
those are all blinking and shit. So I don't know.
We'll love us down behind on the stream. It's actually something that they did quite a lot in TNT, I'm fairly certain.
I'm pretty sure they did.
AD picked up on it, he must have, because map 10 has a lot of just lights that don't light up. But
I'm sure my maps do as well.
yeah, no, I think you've actually got a record of saying you don't mind that either. It's just a personal thing. I think it's just because
That was sewers.
the white text that isn't lit, just appearing grey as it is, just depresses me.
Delta Labs.
Oh no. Gets worse, doesn't it?
This is like if the opening of administration for central processing was just way worse.
Oh, that was Breezy? Oh, of course it was Breezy, I'm sorry. That was your area as well. I forgot how much.
Did you do most of that map?
I think about half and half, from what I saw. I may need to request that someone else have an attempt at map 27. I didn't actually realize it was a wormhole map before he forked it over. I think I just missed that part of the discussion. And I'm not sure I'm keen on working a wormhole map. I'm frankly sick and tired of them, so I'm not sure I'm the best person.
No, I think that makes you the best person.
Well, I did consider that as well. Like, what would that would put me in a position to do something to the map to make it different.
Yeah, no, I absolutely think that makes you.
But then I also let him tag the thing, which suggests that the progression is complete. Or maybe I'll speak to him. He's here in the chat, isn't he? So, Mark, is there anything I can do to that map, progression-wise, that would be against? I don't know. I'm trying to think of, I don't know, using extreme light changes, like needing to acquire keys in order to even navigate the second half of the world because it's completely fucking pitch black unless you turn the lights on, which you need keys to do.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Had that idea resting in my head. So I mean, only because I think looking at the current setup, the worlds aren't distinct enough. That's something.
Yeah, actually, certainly. There's a guy in the chat right now who did that for an entire megawatt.
What?
read what he asked me.
Oh. Have you or I ever accidentally ended up finding a map in another megawatt you're playing that was on a rip-off?
See, but I take AD's humble beginnings as like a point of honor, personally. I have a mapping tree. Somebody doesn't. It's actually a two-layer. It's a double-branched mapping tree now. I'm like Bill Parcells, motherfucker. There's coaching trees in the AFL, right?
Oh god, no, yeah, and it's all Alistair Clarkson. He's just the fucking... No, seriously, like, they're all winners, every single... Except for Hardwick, who's just, frankly, the worst coach. Yeah, he's the worst coach. But,
I didn't say it.
everyone else came from under his tenure. The era was inspired by 80s violence that wasn't turned. Oh. The work itself doesn't have to be inspired by the person, but the person has to be inspired initially. That's what constitutes the tree. So AD had his roots largely in Tarnsman's mapping, of his own opinion, even if his style has now progressed somewhat beyond it. Do these blinking electrical lights, do they damage? Please say no.
You know they do.
I know
No,
they
they
do.
don't.
They do. That's an oversight. That's a lose-lose situation. It's an oversight and he fucked up, or he succeeded and it's an homage and he should be deleted. Yeah. Don't worry, AD. You've departed. That's Breezy who needs to make the next step.
I don't know. I think AD still has a very. I mean, everybody.
Oh well, of course the influence is still there.
Yeah, no, that's
The
great.
point is that you're able to. Oh god, what happened? Oh no. Well, he's still clapping, so that's
That was just
right, there's a red key.
fucking amazing. Ooh.
That was reminiscent of Dime's death from his Genesis Iron Man run. I like that. That's very good.
That was like fucking. That was an alley-oop in my face. Oh shit. Yeah, I should have got dunked on. Really, I have fucking invisibility and you still fucking did that. You bitch. God damn it, it's the wrong weapon. Thank you. Fuck.
Well, Breezy, it's possible that you're just in love with the idea of being a good mapper more than you are mapping.
does that even mean?
It means exactly what I say. Like, it's possible to like the idea of being considered a very good mapper, but the process that's required to get there isn't as interesting to you. Which is an indictment. It's not a very nice thing to say. I realize that. And I'm just positing it may be a genuine problem for some people. I'm not sure if it applies to Breezy, but if he's saying he has motivational issues, then it could apply. Am I still not making sense?
No, you're making sense.
Okay. Was it just the wording?
Yeah.
Okay. A mapostopher? Okay. Well, I could, I think what may help, I don't see this attempted enough as a solution for people who claim to have this problem, or do have this problem, because you plainly do. Just to release standalone maps, just go the Memphis route for a bit, to get immediate feedback from people who are guaranteed to give you responses. Like RDWPA is just on that shit immediately with FDAs and the like, and there's many people like him who you'll always get a thread to at least 7 or 8 or a page of replies, people commenting on your work. So I'm just stay away from the community projects just for a while and release standalone bits and pieces, and then find some confidence in your mapping that way. That's what I would do.
I died on that first attempt so far into this map that like I'm entering rooms like, oh shit, that was in this map.
Oh, I mean you cut out there, but I guess you're about to say you recognized an area.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot it was in this map. That's how far it was that I died. Directed by the Magic Man. That was hubris at its max. Okay. You're not gonna get me this time, bro.
Well, there's an interview that I conducted with Jimmy that I should really have put out 2.5 weeks ago. But I think I said at the time I'd be putting it out the same weekend it was recorded, so that's not good. It's true to form though, in which he talks extensively about speed mapping as a means for inspiration, and we dissect it in a lot
Back
of
to
detail.
Saturn X E3 map that was literally based off of speed map. In fact, I didn't release the speed map in the compilation because of that.
Which one's that?
158 years of beautiful sex.
Which perfectly describes the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I almost called it by the original name I went with it, which was a much less good, a good-looking death.
Good-looking death. No, yeah, because I saw that in the thread. It's quite remarkable, and even Ethel is pushing back against against just like in the wake of stuff like Cyclone utilities. Remember your birthday. You would expect that the bar could not be bested, but there you are. I guarantee Pollard did not have a reasoning behind that number. There's just a number.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I actually played through that map the other day, and I was like, well, I actually really like this map.
Oh, isn't that you say it was based off a speed map, but isn't it also based off Hectic from 64?
It's based off the concept of Hectic, and it's a shit crusher. But
right.
the like, when I say it's based off a speed map, I mean literally the architecture and all that. Like, I made that in like an ass session or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking turning this into a Back to Saturn X map.
Come on, Bassoon Flood, open up. Change the scale, by Christ.
Change the scale like Christ.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it.
Oh,
It's the same
this mod doesn't have the better. No, it doesn't have the better TPH girl DS No Way sound.
Oh,
You know the one.
I think so, yeah.
Supreme disappointment.
Aww.
Aww. It's the best. It's like a tiny version of Urania. No.
God, that's an indictment.
Urania is a special kind of fucking.
God, I love the speed demo thread for that as well, which is exclusively Riley Martin and Boros. It's like, I'm trying to spread the good word about this Mega One. There's a reason it's not getting any fucking runs on the board. It's because it's bad. It's bad.
And it's not just that it's bad, it's that it's sizable and bad. Like, because
Yeah.
bad megawatts still get run, but bad megawatts that fucking map 3 takes 2 hours to complete in normal play? Yeah, not gonna happen. You gave up in map 2. I don't even remember 90% of the maps in that. Like, I remember map 3 because that was like the point. I'm like, what the fuck am I playing?
Well, he does have a different taste in level design. I'm marveling currently at just the way that he's conforming to my expectations when I reckon the sorts of things that he likes and dislikes. Okay, so he likes Urania, he likes Hellbound. The polar. This is Riley Martin. The polar opposites of everything that I enjoy. And so I take a gander. He's playing through Revolution at the moment with the rest of the club, and what is his favorite map by Jaws in Space? Do you think?
32.
It's the map that got deleted. Of course it is. Which everyone it's it's not good. So there's plainly qualities that he enjoys that are objectively terrible.
That's no way to live life.
Well, there's some admiration that has to be given there. You know, if you're rubbing so much against the grain, but he just keeps on trucking, right?
Hell Revealed 1 does not hold up, and Hell Revealed 2 is... I need to play through, like, I played through Hell Revealed 2 when it came out.
There are a couple of good maps hidden in there, incidentally.
I know there's a MIDI I
It's
fucking
muddied.
there's a MIDI in there that I fucking adore.
No, Hell Revealed 1 is, at this point, it's just historical point of interest.
Yeah.
Not something to actually be.
Treatment Lab.
I don't know, man. Doom the way it did had recreation facility.
Yeah, but that's Doom the way it did.
By the way, I like the idea of recreation facility being made by a guy called Captain Toner.
This map is at least, that's kind of cool. I like raising liquids.
And assisting you with your manicure today will be Hellbent. No! Captain Toenail, he's the best at manicure. Oh, is this map 7?
What? No, this is map 10.
Oh. I'm sorry, I don't notice when you change map, it's also seamless.
Well, the exit rooms literally are shared, so... And not like there's a unique exit, like you end the room and then begin the next level in that same room. That's what I mean by shared. Because there are, you know, like the Icarus exit or whatever, where it's a shared exit, but that's not what I mean at all.
Oh, I was hoping we'd stay in the new kid for a lot longer.
Yeah, so did I. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't know. Medicure, pedicure, manicure, pedigree. It's all the same to me. I'm not having this Navy SEAL discussion again. This feels a lot more Doom 2. Sort of.
Maybe. It is.
I mean,
God.
I'm just happy that there's a sky above your head, frankly.
Yeah, really. Fuck. There have been outdoor areas, but they've been essentially like an indoor area that's outside.
Spawning bats, basically. I love that about spawning bats. Down to the leg that wasn't replaced in the ceiling. Oh, thanks, Chamberlain.
Yeah, no, spawning vats is a map that I dislike, but I also don't dislike. I mean, I think it's one of the weakest E2 maps, but there's aspects of it that I like. But then, like, at the end of the day, it's always like, yeah, but this is just a poor man's E2M2.
I feel the same way about Pandemonium, honestly, E3M3.
Really? I like that map.
Yeah. I do like the fact that there's an optional area that's just more trouble than it's worth.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, actually. It's okay. It's not bad. I think I started off yesterday, like, recounting a couple of days ago, recounting why it is that I dislike most of E3, and then I started to single out the maps, and I realized that I only dislike 2 maps.
E1M1 and...
It's like, I started off by saying, hey, I actually quite like, E3M5.
Yeah, I do
one of the
too.
I do like in E3. Yeah, that and E3M6. And E3M7, I suppose, like the gate concept.
Yeah.
And I quite like E3M2 as well, for the image deprivation. Really, the only ones that dislike E3M1. Actually, no, I do like E3M1. Wait! Hang on.
I do not like E3M1. I think it's a very bad...
No, E3M9.
I don't like E3M1, I don't like E3M9. I really actually don't like House of Pain. Like, I want to like it, but I don't.
No, I don't like that. I know it's the Indiana Jones map and all that jazz, but it still has those switches, and it's still an incoherent...
Those switches are probably like the part that I dislike the least, because at least
really,
it's the fucking the start of the map's just a hallway that's just a fucking hallway, and then like it just branches out into more like, and then at least the switches are something, I guess. I mean, they're not very good, but at least it's a thing, maybe. I don't know. No, you're right. The switches are bad. I don't like the switches.
I never remember the order after however many playthroughs.
I don't either, and I don't care to ever remember the order, because it's like fucking House of Pain.
I still do on the TNT map 30 just a bunch of guesswork with the...
Oh, I remember.
I didn't realize it's only logical that the torches would be involved in picking up the sequence, but for some reason I just don't care and never remember. I just run forward, turn right, and die or don't die. It's at the start of the map, so I don't care.
Yeah, right. That's when I do. I actually remember that order. Not like I could tell you left, right, left, but fucking put me in the map. I get it in like 2 tries.
Anyway, yeah, map 23 is going to be done probably... I want to say 3 days' time. Just given what I understand about myself and my own work rate.
Cool, awesome. Fucking E3's in shambles right now, so that's good.
Well, I could always just turn it more green.
Though.
It's not, no. Half the stuff there's just pending. I just greenify it. In just a couple of moves. No, the reason I opened up map 27 for the possibility of someone else having a go at it is simply because I know AD is... He seems up and about at the moment. I don't think he has anything to work on for TNT at the moment, so it would move things along a lot faster.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
I like your super light idea, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe he could take an idea like that and work with it. And when I say make the other area dark, I mean brightness 0.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it needs to be just a
As in, you cannot navigate in this area unless you have the key to turn the light on.
Or you just fucking hate yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I fully agree with that. I think that's an excellent idea.
What say you, AD? What do you reckon? Plus, that would mean that you get an additional credit.
Oh yeah, that's
3. This is my 3. You know, you want to keep the diversity for TNT, right?
Do I have the most credits now?
You're tied with Caesar, and you'll probably surpass him. I just have a feeling the Marquette's gonna require help on one of his 2 maps. I'm not gonna push, but I just feel that way. He seems to be struggling. I don't know. He's reworked both of those maps countless times. Although I think 13 just needs placement mostly.
Yeah, there's a couple rooms that are kind of shitty in it, but it's like fucking whatever. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I think maybe just map 26 then. Or neither. He could just impress me. Oh, sorry, AD. No, I was suggesting it because you seem to be working up and about at the moment with regards to mapping. Maybe you want to help me out or exclusively do what remains of map 27 since you're not working on anything while I do the 23 and 24 and the rest.
We need a map that has like 3 credits on it.
Plus, it's not too far after map 25, so there'll be some measure of coherence there. Map 25 is also, by the way, I don't think I've talked about it enough.
Yeah, it's a great map.
Because the sky floor obviously stands out at first, but there's actually more character to it than beyond that, like the deliberate pegging, so that things don't descend naturally, they just scroll out of existence.
Yeah, no, I love that too.
Well, let me know anyway, so... I'm moving fast, we're all moving fast. I think I'll arrive at it in about a week.
Yeah, I'm trying to have 15 done by maybe the weekend. Depending on how Nazi I get.
Try and solo net map 25 as well. I added some treats.
No!
You didn't save?
No, yeah, I did save, but that's not what I'm knowing about. Knowing about my hubris getting the best of me.
Oh.
I could have been sensible and said I elected to be done.
That's not possible, Rocking, because you'll get there's too many level crossings in Melbourne. You won't be able to pick up enough speed. Sorry.
What's a level crossing?
Oh.
Speed bump?
It's just... No, it's where the railroad intersects with the... Just moving anywhere in this southeast of Melbourne, if you're planning on traveling anywhere of a considerable distance, just within the metropolitan area, you'll tack like 20 minutes onto your driving time just waiting for trains. Seriously, the infrastructure in Melbourne is remarkably terrible considering how young the city is, and how many opportunities they had to get it right, considering all the space they have. It's not fucking London.
Oh my god, fucking, that's like Irvine out here, which is a planned city. And the lights are just like the most like, fuck it, whatever, this light turns red, then this light, the left-hand turn signal lasts for 4.5 minutes, despite the fact that like one person's going, and just everybody's like, why the fuck aren't we moving?
There's nothing worse than waiting for a train to pass, knowing that when it does, there will be another train straight after it that you won't reach in time.
How long do the trains take? Like, are you talking like passenger train or freight train?
Passenger.
Okay, because like by my office, we have fucking freight trains, like 2-mile-long trains, and it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be here for 5 minutes. And then like occasionally it's like the Amtrak, and you're like, oh, thank fucking god.
Yeah, they're all being removed apparently, which is obviously only going to cause more hassle in the meantime. But it's a welcome change. No, I'm pretty sure the gun that Tarnsman's using to replace the chain gun that functions completely differently in TBH. This is just a weapon sprite replacement.
Yeah, no, the TPH one fires at like 17 times the rate of that. It has the ability to plow aggressively.
TPH.
The exact title is TPH Part 1A, the prequel, or Tarnsman's Projectile Hell Part 1A, the prequel to Part B. The galaxy's at the brink, double exclamation points. The super incredible Bulgarian necromancer from the east, double exclamation points. Fight for the combined justice of the planet Spear Earth, double exclamation points.
That's terrible. Just fucking shit. Not even in a good way, but maybe that's the point. Maybe you're supposed to aggravate. Knowingly bad, you know. Oh. What map is this?
11.
Still map 9, right? Is it map 9?
Yeah, no, 11.
What the fuck? Gee, I tried that time. Alright.
We were just
Bad.
on 10. How did I go backwards?
I don't know. I didn't notice you get to 10. Tarnsman's Projectile Hell Part 1A, the prequel to Part B. Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if I actually remembered it off the top of my head.
The galaxy is at the brink! Exclamation. Is there 2 exclamation marks?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
The super incredible Bulgarian necromancer of the east.
I'm pretty sure that's literally what it is. Yeah. No, actually, it's mocking Japanese film titles. Part of that's actually taken from Dragon Ball Z Movie 9, which is literally the galaxy's at the brink, the super incredible guy. That's literally the title of the movie.
So bassoon plug at this stage, map 11 is
bad.
Well, look. I mean, it's plainly competently made. I think our chief issues with it is the complete lack of ingenuity. And I know you do like your fast food Doom and the like, but I'm not even sure this satisfies.
No. Like I said, yeah. But there's fast food to a point, right? If every day I had Del Taco, I'd be like, fuck this shit. You know.
Right. Yes.
If you just sat me down and were like, here you go, here's 12 soft tacos, go to town, I'd be like, fuck you.
Well, that'd be okay in a single sitting. I mean, I suspect it's, supersize me every morning McDonald's for, 1 month. It's an experiment. Thanks, Morgan Spurlock. It was a terrible film, actually.
It's an awful film because the premise is inherently flawed.
Correct. Yeah.
Because it's like, if you eat McDonald's, you'll get fat. But that's not what the film is about. The film is about if you consume 5,000 calories a day, you'll get fat. Which is like, no shit.
Yeah, let's see what happens to my body when I be an idiot. Okay, well, I
mean, if you want to make a film like, can I eat, 5,000 calories a day for a month and then come back from it, okay, that might be an interesting film. But that's not what Super Size Me is. It's, let's be dumb and try and, use this as something about McDonald's. And it's like, look, I don't fucking like McDonald's. I think McDonald's makes ass food. But, even in the realm of fast food, they're the low-tier shit. I'd rather have Carl's Jr. or fucking In-N-Out any day. But making a film that's like, let's just eat a shit ton of food and see what this does to me, but then, presenting it like that, I think that's just a shitty way to make a film. Because you don't learn anything of value. I could have told, if you started that film and said, this man is going to eat 5,000 calories every day and not exercise, I'd be like, well, I know exactly what the fuck is going to happen here. There's no reason for me to watch this movie. Oh shit! You know what I fucked
You
up?
missed the intermission text.
Yeah, hold on.
What's
Hold
the
on.
matter with you? I wanted to hear more about the girl
Yeah, hold up.
and how she's the fount of knowledge for all things, or something to that effect.
I'm fixing the fucking.
Also, this is an exterior of a base that you're actually navigating at the moment.
I know.
Incredible! I'm looking forward to
Logistics.
this.
Okay, here we go. Mining site. The the foreigner. The natives would understand the moon as a divine entity. Such devotion would also be inherited by the foreigner. Sometimes the light would be so strong that they would feel blessed. However, sometimes it would bleed, and then the bad omen would be given. The foreigner, therefore, became intrigued by the red light.
Well, I don't understand what any of that has to do with the certain plugs. Place the foreigner with Zolgo!
Yeah, I think much more interesting things, like the guy who only ate Chipotle for a year while maintaining a strict workout regimen, like, and just ended up being totally fine. I think stuff like that is way more interesting. Like, can my body still be like a functional human being on this thing that, you know, I probably shouldn't fucking only eat? If somebody wanted to make that movie, I think that movie's way more interesting. Because there's a lot of people who do have to just, because of like monetary issues, eat really shittily. Be like, hey, you can eat. Oh, why? First of all, I know you can eat shittily and be fine because I fucking did it for like 4 years.
That's one of 40 ounces of big calling cards who used to make a lot of threads about how to eat on the cheap and healthily. And there's a favorite condiments thread at the moment, which he seems to be quite prevalent in. It's written like dissertations on how peppercorn is the end game of cheap flavoring. I love peppercorn steak.
I mean, fucking, when I was doing installations, it was like fast food every day for lunch for fucking almost 6 years. And
No kidding.
It didn't fucking matter because, you know, doing labor, burning, you know, probably 2,000 calories a day or whatever. He ate nothing but fast food for a month. It was perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can be pretty fine on it as long as you, like, you know, I ate fast food, I exercised regularly. You know, unless you're specifically like, I'm only eating sugar and no fucking, like, 0 vegetables whatsoever, even if it's, like, shitty processed vegetables. Like, I'm sure, like, nobody can be like, I just drank a Macho Cherry Coke every day, and that was my only sustenance, and be fine. Like, that would,
Macho Cherry?
that's the Del Taco sizes, like, I just thought, like, the
Macho.
most just ridiculous thing. It came to me because I have a buddy who apparently hates vegetables and treats Coke as a vegetable.
Yes. I once ate 9 cheeseburgers from Checkers in a row and didn't gain any weight.
You can have that, okay, you can have that one day where you just, like, are a fucking horrible person and just consume, like, fucking endless sustenance.
You know, I want to see the Morgan Spurlock documentary where he doesn't eat any apples or fucking oranges on a pirate ship and then advises us not to get scurvy when traveling the stormy seas in 17th century. That'd be a takeaway message that I could work with. Okay, so pirate, not the occupation of choice. Thanks, Morgan. Set me on the straight and narrow there.
What?
I don't know. What scurvy is a result of vitamin A or C deficiency? It's A, right?
Yeah. No, I think it's C.
I think C.
Yeah,
C.
you eat oranges.
That's right. I don't need to know the distinction between vitamins because I just eat everything correctly.
I'm pretty sure rickets is what you get when you don't have vitamin A. Or is that vitamin D?
D.
Yeah, D's rickets. Because people don't go out in the sun here, right?
Correct. 1/3 of people in Australia are vitamin D deficient.
That's fucking ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it's the same for America.
No, it almost certainly will. It could be worse. Should be worse.
No, I'm pretty. It's probably better for us because we don't have the angle with the sun that you guys have.
That'll
That make
change,
it
right. There's a solid 4.5 to 5 months of the year actually where
like you
get
can't
very
get...
little vitamin D. In Melbourne at least, yeah. Perth won't be that much different. So you got about 2 months left, Jimmy. Get busy. Get soaking. It's probably a good idea for Jimmy in particular.
I decided on drinking 4 liters of flat vanilla Coke from a hole in the ground for a I'd actually watch that movie. If only because that's like such a ridiculous extreme that like I'd like to see somebody try and pass that off as like a serious documentary like. And now the muddy hole has given me a staph infection. That's where it becomes funny. Like, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this guy before, but there's a I don't know if he's an actual doctor, but that like Spike TV like battle show where it'd be like, we're gonna put a Spartan against a ninja, and like the ninja would be the most like historically inaccurate, like most ridiculous ninja possible, and then like they'd be like, but the Spartan has a round shield, so there's nothing the ninja can do. It was like primo schlock. Anyways, they had this doctor guy who like they'd have like ballistic gel dummies, and then they'd always like they'd hit the dummies with the weapons, and like it'd be like, this is a Banpo spear, and then like he'd like take the spear and he'd like cut the guy's like head clean off with it, and then the doctor would like walk up and be like, yep, he's definitely dead. In like complete earnestness.
Oh, I seem to recall this, yeah.
And like it'd be like anything, like they like shot up a ballistic gel dummy with like a Tommy gun, and he'd be like examining the bullet wounds, like this would definitely be fatal. And so that's why like I think like a documentary like, and now I'm pouring the Coke in the hole in the ground. I don't think it's going to mix well with all the soils. I think this is going to be really bad for me.
I remember when I decided that I would not pursue science in school. It was at one of the age of 5 I attempted to mix water with Skittles to create a super drink, and it turned out it's this brown slush that it just was not tasty at all. I think I just decided I would never experiment again.
This except for food document.
Evil in our relationship remains a paradox.
I don't even want to watch that, but that first line is great. Did you know that Animorphs is apparently a really fucked up book series?
I read, like, most of them.
Okay, because apparently, like some guy gets trapped in the body of like a mouse and has to like watch his like family kill him or some like just really dark, fucked up shit. Like the FBI experiments on them and shit.
Yeah, I frankly, must have blocked it out as a child.
Okay, this MIDI is definitely not new because I've heard this MIDI before, and not within the context of this map set, like just in Doom in general.
Who's Gillian McKay?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, Jimmy mentioned it. What map are we on?
13.
Okay. I think I would have got it right that time. I promise. I can already tell it's the sort of thing that shouldn't need to be 32 maps anyway.
But it is, yeah.
Yeah.
The last map was different. Like,
Was it?
It was a
See,
little bit. It was a little bit. Like it wasn't.
At this stage,
It wasn't
I've-
stark enough to like be like distinctly different, but it was like it did. You know, like now we're getting some more broad areas. There's a lot like of crossing fire and shit, and like running in and out of zones.
well, I mean, I've zoned out. That's the danger when you have
Oh
as
yeah,
much similarity
absolutely.
beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a bingo pool basically to be thrust into your face in order to recognize sort of shift and that sort. I'm disappointed I was not proficient enough early enough to work on the future for germs, which would have been my E1 submission.
You can always just like shoot.
Make it anyway.
Yeah.
I guess. It's released down the line later.
Yeah, we need people to actually use that texture pack. I mean, I'd like to see back to Saturn X texture pack maps that aren't just like, here's my 50 horribly mixed weird textures.
Hello, Sabadin. I'm glad to see that the invulnerability sphere is just being thrust around.
Oh, rockets.
It's not nearly as
and,
powerful
like
as people think.
40 invulnerability spheres. That's my idea for State of Transcendence.
Good luck with that.
Just insane. Like you have to pick up the sphere to serve, like, not Guantanamo heat wave yourself into like death.
Oh, that's right. Jimmy wouldn't know if there's an equivalent of the person that he's describing because he doesn't have a TV.
She's a doctor who has a show in the UK. She makes people document everything they eat.
Oh, is she the one that shows them their stool samples and analyzes it for
Look how
to
much
demonstrate?
look how much shit you consume. I don't know, I saw some, like, there's, like, some, like, angry UK woman who has, like, an experiment to show people, like, why racism is wrong and how they're racist. That was, like, she gets a bunch of people in, like, a room, and then she divides them by brown-eyed and blue-eyed people. And then, like, she makes all the brown-eyed people treat the blue-eyed people like garbage, and it's like, what's this experiment supposed to show? That if you force a bunch of people to treat another group of people like garbage, they feel bad about it? Like, what? Apparently it's some, like, supposed to, like, show you your hidden bias or something, and then it's like, no, but you're forcing them to, like, to discriminate against the other group. Like, they're not just naturally coming to that conclusion.
Your fecal matter smells bad. No, I don't think Australia has an equivalent. Most likely, almost certainly, it's just because we grab all our shows from overseas rather than try to recreate them locally. Except for with Shark Tank, which is the Australian version of Dragon's Den, which, by the way, is also woeful.
What is Shark? Is Shark Tank where you have an investor and he will, like, pitch
Correct.
in your...
Well,
we have that.
Correct. Yeah.
So Shark
What's
Tank
it called
is
then?
Shark Tank.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
we've had it forever.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Shark Tank is a ripoff of Shark Tank.
Okay, so yeah, Australia doesn't do anything by themselves.
I think Shark Tank. I don't know if it was Shark Tank that had Bullet Ball on it. It might have been a different, like, America's Greatest Inventor might have had Bullet Ball. There was this guy who is like, it's like the greatest fucking thing. This guy walks in and he's like, I want to teach you my invention, Bullet Ball. And he goes into a story about how, like, he destroyed his life to create Bullet Ball. Like, he's like, I sold off all my assets. I fucking, like, he just did all this horrible shit. Like, my wife and I are living out of a car. And just, like, all this, like, weird, like my life is basically in shambles because of this invention, right? And then they're like, oh, okay, well, let's see Bullet Ball. And then it's like a fucking, like, foosball table. Or it's air hockey, but with your hands instead of, like, the puck. Or the slappers. It's literally just air hockey, and it's like a fucking table. Like, that's it. It's a wooden table with some lines painted on it. And this guy's like, I destroyed my life over this.
So what, the investors are just sitting there for the next 5 seconds trying to formulate a response as to how they can inform him that basically your life has been ruined for nothing?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And then they're going in, like, serious, like, how does this work? Like, what is it? and like they're like, this
Like,
is
give us something to tell you that your life is not ruined.
right. And then like at the very end, like I forget who says it to him. He's like, "What do you have?" And then the guy like looks at the camera and he's like practically crying and goes, "I have bullet ball." it's the most surreal. Like you have to watch it. It's just like, what the fuck is this? He's like, I have bullet ball.
Poor bullet ball guy.
It might have been on Shark Tank. It might have been on. Hold up, I can probably immediately find out what show it was on. Hold up. Bullet ball. Videos. Here we go. Mark Griffin. Yeah, here it is. What was this on? What show was this?
I quit my job and sold all my possessions that I could sell and found myself in food pantries.
No from all.
I have to say no.
Yeah, this isn't Shark Tank. It's something else.
No from all four. This is, you don't understand.
And they have like sad music playing too and shit. Like everybody looks really sad about it. American Inventor. That's what the fuck show it was.
I don't know when I'm gonna go.
I can't find the bullet ball line, but yeah, that's what the fuck that's from.
We all know what to look for.
Yeah, it's scary. Bullet ball guy is great, yeah. Okay, so we want to actually like to discuss True Doom, to actually bring this topic to something of relevance. One thing I'm going to point out, because I'm only on map 13 of this, if we're talking about True Doom, you know what you can do in like 2 hours? Beat all of Doom 2. And probably all of Plutonia too on top of it. And like I mean just in casual play, like you can beat all of Doom 2 in probably like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, sure, unless you're Android or something. You want to stop and talk about the scenery for some reason.
Right, but
of which there is none to speak of here. But yeah.
Okay, we're talking about True Doom. Like there's no megawatt that's that breezy. Like the IWADs are breezy as shit. Like you can just like go through even Plutonia. You can probably get through that in about 2.5 hours of just casual play. Like not even speed running it. Just I'm gonna play.
Sans shoveling.
Yeah.
Playing at a reasonable pace, enjoying the sights and sounds.
Yeah.
Of Revenants. Yeah.
Yeah. Because IWAD maps are short as fuck. So if we're gonna talk about True Doom, I think that that's a pretty standard quality. That they're all short as shit.
Maybe some people are running off the assumption that if only Sandy had more time to work, he would in fact have made larger maps.
Maybe? Oh god.
I mean, do we actually know what Sandy's true style is like? Well, Quake, I guess. He had time to work with Quake, didn't he?
Oh my god. There's apparently... Oh god, we're gonna watch that at the end of this. He made pretty small maps for Quake too. Quake is small maps.
Right, but what was the time frame?
Like
Quake was it
year?
Paul thing? Yeah. Okay, well that's...
Quake came out, or probably 2 years. I mean, Quake came out in 96?
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 years. There's apparently like a Billy Mays pitch video where Bullet Ball guy like ends up screaming Bullet Ball at the top of his lungs, so we're gonna watch the fuck out of that when this ends. Even though I'm pretty sure that gets the stream muted, I don't give a shit. I have a red key.
Well, I may be ready to duck out here in any case.
I'm done with this in about like 10 more minutes, honestly.
Okay.
That's what made me bring up the whole short thing, because I noticed that we've been at this for like 2 hours, and whatchamacallit, bro? I'm on map 13. And I haven't like died that much or anything really. Probably died like what, like 6, 7 times. I'm gonna kill this guy.
I mean, just on the face of it, that's not a bad length for any megawatt, right? If you're taking 4 hours to get through the whole thing, but it's just because of what it's attempting to emulate.
No,
Just
no.
to some extent.
I'm just saying, for like, if you're gonna talk about like what is true Doom, this supposed like mythical entity that the Doom community has abandoned in favor of like elitist fart sniffing. Like, oh, my map has to have 632 textures, otherwise it's a bad map, or whatever the fuck.
Memphis thinks it is that we seem to be helping on about, yeah.
Yeah. And I'd say that probably one of the true, like the one aspect that is not found in Doom that has been abandoned is the concept of a megawatt that you can like breeze through in about 2 hours.
That isn't ostensibly a speed mapping compilation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big point.
Although Sandy's maps were kind of speed mapped. But you can assume slightly that they're not. I mean, they have the content and ideas that suggest. Yeah, no, that's not even true either. I mean, a lot of speed maps that get made these days do lean on those one concepts that expire very quickly, and you're glad of the fact because they really don't have anything else to offer. And some of Sandy's maps are like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Hellish Shrine. These maps are kind of becoming more dynamic, I guess. This area. This area is a computer maze with angles. I'm gonna be honest.
No, well, this looks like the most interesting map so far to me.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm sure Memphis would probably agree with, well, at least the trend that I've noticed is that a lot of the modern greats do tend to admire their the rock usage, like running around the perimeter of bases and the like. And it's just incidental that we get to a map that I'm suddenly perking up for, and it has that feature about it.
Oh, I love my fucking rock.
Yeah, it's just an interesting trend that I've noticed.
I find it really hard to make a map with 0 natural areas. Like if it's just all base, then like I find myself like, I feel boxed in. Unless it's a really short map. Like,
Oh yeah, midis have been good so far, still.
Oh yeah, no, the music in this is really good.
Remarkable. And ill-fitting.
I think the only map I've ever made that doesn't have a single like rock texture in it, not counting stuff with like Doom 2 the way it did, where outside
Vultures?
areas. Oh no, okay.
Did you put up?
No, there's
Yeah,
no. Yeah, Vultures is all base. I was gonna say the spinning light map from TPH. There's no rocks or anything in that. It's all base. Like, oh wait, no, that's a lot. Well, now there's not anymore. The old version did have that outdoor moon area, so that's a lie. All right, that was my death, so I'm fucking done.
That's interesting. No, trying to confirm or deny that. Does that include your the weighted stuff?
No, I said not because the outdoor areas
Sorry,
on that,
right, no, yeah.
like that doesn't really qualify.
Right. Okay. So
you're not making a complex.
quintessential Tarnsman stuff. Yeah. God, no. Now I have to ask that question in my own material. That's scary.
I mean, yeah, because I guess Altar's map will be the next one. Map 15. I don't have any rocks in that yet either. But
You could put some rubble in the streets.
yeah, I guess I could do that. I mean, it's really hard. Oh wait, no, I know. Hold up. No. I mean, no. I was gonna say the first map of E1.5 in TPH would count, but there's a snow area at the end.
So we've read the Gospel of Memphis. Frankly, I don't think I'm going to be subscribing to this religion. I think I'll choose to. I'll go back to whatever Illuminati subscribed leanings and beliefs I was holding before. Yeah. Good read though. Like the prose. Good prose. What are you opening?
I'm just.
Oh,
trying
dude,
to
the King James Bible is filled with gems.
Is
Really
it?
readable. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why does this? Oh, I guess I can't stretch it like that. Oh well. OBS is weird. OBS is.
E3M28 all non-natural structures of backset next. Is that correct, Tarnsman?
What?
E3M28.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be. Hold up, file, open map, backups. Where that'd be under back to Saturn X. See, I was wrong. There's that nuke, the rock area. That's all almost no rocks, but no, I think he's right. I think that where is that?
But that is really an interesting trend. Yeah, no, the
No, yeah, he's
the
right.
reliance on outdoor areas.
There's not a single. Is there even a rock texture used in this?
Well, I mean, we were being specific with rocks, but I think it's more pertinent to just talk about the reliance on outdoor areas to provide contrast to vistas or something like that. And usually it's playable, but
I mean, yeah.
but that does seem to be a crux of the modern mapper.
I mean, there's still tons of fucking vistas in this because you got like all this shit and like. I guess you could qualify that as a
Sky is just too valuable, you know.
It is.
It just does too much for you.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What map? I'm trying to think of a map I made that doesn't have any sky. I guess no. Well, there's the end run with the vial, so that doesn't really count. But you complained about my use of blackness as sky in that TPH E1M8.
Yeah.
But that has rocks in it. Like that also has rocks in it. So like it's hard. It's hard to say. Like I can't think. Like, cause for all intents and purposes, like when you use black just across mass field, like it acts as a sky. I mean, you don't have the texture depth of that sky, but it is effectively a sky. You have a consistent height, and you only change it up mainly to like change building shapes. But that is a sky. I mean. The same way you use a sky out here. So, yeah, I can't think of a map where I've made that just like didn't have sky or some equivalence of sky. I guess.
And that doesn't strike me necessarily as something that needs to be. I mean, it could be a helpful exercise.
I mean, I guess
to not use it, but I mean, all the same, is there really any reason for?
Yeah, but this not sky.
For ditching it from your repertoire just for a map or something? I don't think so.
Okay, so I did.
Better to just rely on it.
No rocks in this map, but there's sky. I can't think of a map that doesn't have rocks or sky in it. And I mean, I don't think there's any reason necessarily to do that. Is there? Like, no, I can't.
Maybe some of your speed mapping material, but you don't really count that, I guess.
No, I'm pretty sure if we count my speed mapping material, it would also.
Well, you don't have time to check through that.
I could check through it real quick.
Well, only really? Do you have them all on hand?
Yeah, it's on a
Oh,
speedy.
you have them all locally?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in a speedy shit. Fucking. What the fuck is Tarns Scraps 3? Hold up, I got all these maps. What the fuck map is this? Is this map playable? I think this map is actually playable. Hold up. If that'll fucking. There we go. I'm pretty sure this.
What is this?
This is a layout or something I made.
There's. Why are you using Startown as a base? That's not. There must be this must be ancient. What's the creation date on it? Is it timestamp?
But apparently there's.
Is it Espanol?
No, this is not. This is like old TV. I think this was like an E3 attempt or something. I actually remembering the fucking progression in a map that's super fucking.
You don't remember what it was for?
No.
Yeah.
It's probably TPH. Yeah, it's TPH because I got to the exit room. That's the only reason I know what the fuck it was for. What the, I just discovered there's like a fucking huge scraps folder of just random shit. What the ancient alien? What the fuck? Doom Collector's Edition. Hold up, I guess I'm throwing Ancient Aliens as my my fucking resource. So where would that be? There we go.
Well, said stipulation is a nonsense. And as far as I understand now, with the advent of Doom Builder 3,
Why do I
which is
have
what we should
just
start
a
calling it
copy
now.
of fucking? Oh, that's right, because I was gonna remake whatchamacallit, Dead Zone, as that's what my base for Egyptian metaphysics was.
You know what? Dead Zone is still my favorite map across both.
I love Dead Zone, and yeah, I was
TNT and TNT2. Like TNT2 maps don't surpass Dead Zone. None of them.
I think map 14 is better than Dead Zone. I forgot that that's what I use as my starting base for Ancient Aliens. What the fuck is 5? What the fuck is this? Okay. I don't know what the fuck any of these are. Just random fucking, what is this? Holy shit. It's fucking giant. Is there a player? There's a key in it. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? There's a player start there. Okay, what the fuck? It's massive fucking shit. What the fuck? What was...
Tons doesn't get drunk. Tons is a teetotal.
Yeah, I don't drink. What is Scraps 2? What is this? It's like a...
Do you have a boost button?
No.
You seem to thrust your character forward at some point. Is it Z-Doom?
That's
you
a
hit a pad or something?
That's a scroll floor.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a jump thing, but it's not like fast enough to actually clear the gap.
This looks like your mat map that I had to texture. No?
No,
It's very similar. No.
I think this is when I started using Metal 2 and Brown Green as my placeholders.
Texturing is too mainstream. I prefer more experimental mapping. Yeah.
What the fuck is this though? Like, what did I make this for? I just have it lying around. What the fuck is
It looks like it was made around the maps for Matt era.
Here is that fucking straight up maps for Matt that
Yeah.
This was actually going to be TPH E1M3 or E3.
I need to release those maps. There's like 9 collectively between maps for Matt and maps for DMD.
Yeah, I kind of want to take this map. This map was originally going to be TPH E3M1, and I just never did anything with it. Like I didn't have a texture theme I liked for E3, and I still kind of don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. I have laziness that just was fuck it. I'm gonna make a. God, what? I just have all this shit lying around. Like, what the fuck is it? What the fuck is this?
Oh.
Why do I have a copy of my fucking Why was there a key in it at one point? Here's my this
Oh, Ass is coming back.
Ass is coming back.
Uh,
What the fuck is this? That's that.
Good luck with that, but I think I'm done.
Apparently, I
Enough.
have that in
Good.
2 different places. Apparently, I have this in 2 different places as well. Okay.
I'm issuing a mandate, a personal mandate.
This is
Normal
just
speed maps.
okay. That's that. What the fuck is? What is this? Oh, that's that. Okay, that's so literally that's titled Layout 12/17/14. So that's when that map was apparently fucking made. Which I think was way before Maps for Matt, right?
Yeah. That was a 2015 endeavor. I'm fairly certain.
And I know that. Yeah, okay. Why is this sitting in this folder though? This is an incomplete. Do I have this in there yet? I do.
You got to a certain point of your mapping where just half of the content of your layouts was comprised, the architecture in your layouts was comprised basically of trimming borders and pillars in circular structures and catwalks. Not a bad thing, just interesting. Now showing. Oh no, my life has been transformed into a light novel.
With an
And the
overly long
rest.
title.
Okay.
It's I don't know why this is in here. It's not done.
Well, this is all very impressive.
Yeah, my fucking now showing. All right. Apparently, I have 2 copies of TPH E1M4 or E3M4. That's just one's just sitting around in my scraps folder for some reason. I don't know. I didn't even like remember I had a scraps folder until I'm like, let me go look at my speed maps, and then there's fucking speedy shit. Ass 10. What the fuck is this?
That'd be Ass 10.
Yeah, what map was this? Oh, this was Gary Oldman and Alfonso visit the Museum of Social Decay.
Oh, so the very last speed map you did for Ass, yeah.
Yeah, what was... I don't remember all my ass maps. Oh, what was
It's probably worth
this?
checking out your Doom wiki page, 'cause I think you have one, just to confirm exactly how out of date it is. Oh my god, the Sea of Assholes.
The Sea of Essel?
Jesus. Yeah, no, just this untextured map.
Oh yeah. No, that's the missing texture.
No, I know.
What one was? Oh, this is okay. This map doesn't use any rocks, but it does have sky. This is the Winnie the Pooh, silly willy nilly old bear.
Oh, was that the 2 textures, 2
Yeah,
flats?
yeah. It was I actually used 3 flats. I think because I used sky, wood, metal, and then I used metal 2 and wood 5, which is a great combo. I actually think this map looks pretty good, honestly, because metal 2 and wood 5, you can't go wrong.
Because Wood 5 is 2 textures in one.
Wood 5 is like 3 textures in one, because you got the support texture, but then you also have that trim for the whatchamacallit, like the horizontal trim, and then you have the wood. So it is really like 3 textures in one.
God, I love that Requiem sky as well, E2 sky.
It is. It's a great sky, isn't it?
Like I said, there's something about those artsy skies.
Oh,
the abstract ones.
This one also didn't use any rocks, so I guess speed maps are where I didn't use rocks, but it does have sky. I mean, because just simple shit like this, where you can get away with like lowering the sky and then you create like varied heights, just like bam, there you go, and then but you keep all the depth because you have the sky. Like that's just too valuable. It's like hard to not do that. And you're like, I have
Correct.
sky.
Right.
I'm gonna fucking fuck with the sky. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Look, again, although I think it would be an interesting experiment, it would only be an experiment that would just to not use sky to see if you can create that depth. But then you realize it just can't be done. So stick with the sky. Yeah, sky's life.
Yeah. there's so many fucking there's so many random fucking just really fucking random maps that are just sitting in my scraps folder. I should probably do something about it. There's some good layouts.
Well, I think particularly these days, given how many like projects crop up and people contributing sole or just 2 maps to them, and then if you want to look at someone's wadography, you don't want to go downloading 50,000 different files. You should create a compilations thing. You should create.
Well, there's all those scraps that aren't finished, which is the problem.
The collected oddments of Richard Fry.
Yeah, that'd be great. There we go. Okay, well, we're off.
Okay.
To the Wild Blue Yonder, so goodbye.
Bye, Bullet Ball.
Yeah, bye, Bullet Ball. Oh, I didn't watch that, but oh well.
Well, we know where it is.
Yeah,
we
we
can
know where
find
it is.
it.
We'll find it later. All right,
See ya.
bye. Oh, I forgot. Go watch Captain Clever.